The FTX collapse, crash, Ponzi scheme, scam, whatever you want to call it, all the details are still unfolding at the time in this video, but I have a question for you. Do you know anybody that was promoting it, that was advertising for it, whatever you want to call it, was affiliated with it? Ask yourself, hopefully you're answering no. I don't know anybody. None of the channels that I watch, none of the people that I follow, whether that be on YouTube or social media, were promoting it, were, advertising it. And I hope that's the case because, yeah, a lot of people got wrecked. So from Reuters, at least, which is always sketchy because you know that, okay, bare minimum, what? 1 billion of what? Of client funds. Well, what's going on with these client funds? Missing at failed crypto firm FTX. So yes, a bunch of people hopefully didn't lose their life savings, but you got to think there was probably some people out there that lost their life savings when you're thinking that at least $1 billion in clients' funds missing. That is crazy. And what I want to get across here is just a lesson which also applies to me, as I'll say. But please be careful who you are listening to, because I'm not here to, hindsight, quarterback all of this, but I will say this, that there are so many just obvious signs about the crypto market as a whole, because a lot of these obvious signs are also what does make it attractive. No regulation, very hard to regulate, right? Those are the things that a lot of crypto people use as reasoning for it. But you have to, and if you don't see this, that tells me one of a couple scenarios. You're either doing things maliciously because you do know, but you don't care because you're being paid as an affiliate, you're being paid as an advertiser, or maybe, and to be very clear, the people that, and there's some very well-known names out there. I'm not going to name them here. Like I said, all you got to ask yourself is, that's why I want to do the question. Do you know anybody that was promoting this? If you want, mention them in the comment section below. That's fine. But okay. And I'm not saying any of these big names did it maliciously, but how did they not know? How did they not recognize? Crypto, it's like the Wild West of finances. And why don't I promote anything in crypto? Why don't I promote anything, such as this? Because I understand that crypto is really, really like the Wild West of finances. And this is coming from somebody that has experience that, grew up, I sound like an old man, in the penny stock days. And penny stocks are they were the wild, wild west, but the crypto world makes penny stocks look like almost blue chip companies that have been around forever. And it makes it look like child's play now. So for influencers to be just pouring so many people into something like this without connecting dots and realizing, wait a second, something seems off, just shows a severe lack of experience, a severe lack of understanding on these people's part. And you got to be very careful because, yes, a lot of these people are fantastic. Their YouTube channels explode and grow. And I get it. My channel is by no means small, but I have almost been around for 10 years now. So some people throw that at my face and make fun of me, like so-and-so has been around a lot shorter and their channel is bigger. And okay, but why is that? What are they talking about? What are they pushing? What are they implying? And you got to be very, very careful, because to think that so many people followed these influencers and followed these financial experts or whatever you want to call them, it's just always, please make sure you're cross-checking. And I've lost count of how many times. Now, I talk about crypto and all this stuff on this channel, but I'm not sitting here. I was never, and I don't know. I guess I was probably approached by FTX. I don't know for sure, but I'm always approached by, in fact, today, just a couple hours ago, hey, will you promote my trading robot? No, I'm not going to promote your stupid trading robot, right? You got to realize that some things are just, that sounds a bit too good to be true. And FTX, just based on the nature of the market, it's very, very risky. And for people to just imply that crypto's got it all figured out, maybe 20, 30 years from now, maybe 10 years from now, maybe things are a bit more quote unquote safe, but right now it's still the Wild West. And let me shoot straight with you. If you're going to type, no, Clay, it's not the Wild West, then you don't understand crypto. You don't understand the landscape of things right now. Once again, my claim is not that it will always be this way. Things can change, but as of right now, if you don't understand this, you don't have that much experience in financial markets. Not that I'm some sort of whiz kid, but I've seen the penny stock market. Like I said, that's what ate my lunch when I first got started, was penny stocks. And I will say that looking at the crypto and how things work, it makes penny stocks look like absolutely nothing. And to know that people, like I said, either didn't realize this, don't understand it enough, or just were flat out malicious, be careful who you listen to. And I would hope that the people that were subscribed or that were promoting this, hopefully you've unsubscribed, or maybe not necessarily that, but you're going to look at them with a much more critical eye. But Clay, you're a financial, you're a quote unquote guru, influencer, whatever you want to call me. Fine. All I ask is, and I want you, please don't take my word at face value. But when it comes to trading and investing, just go to somebody that you do trust in the trading, investing, money management world. Ask them a couple things. Hey, should I get loaded up in debt? Should I go and start to leverage things and leverage assets and build a house of cards in order to buy, should I do that? Because my opinion, my stance on this channel is no. Debt will get you crushed. Debt is great when things are going well, but if things just start to go a little bit, debt will make your life very miserable. But again, don't take my word for it. Go ask somebody that you trust. And then as far as trading is concerned, around here we talk a whole lot about the risk management is the most important thing. Not how much you make, not what kind of car you drive, not are you on some sort of, fancy vacation. No. Are you managing your risk? Again, don't take my word for it. Don't assume that risk management actually matters or actually plays that important of a role in trading and investing. But go find somebody that you do trust and say, hey, there's this weird looking guy on YouTube and he says that risk management is really important for trading and investing, and see what they have to say. And that's how you cross-check things. But it sickens me to see all these big names, to see all this promoting that they were doing, and just the vibe of, I'm not going to say guaranteed because that'd be inserting words into people's mouth, but just very almost implying, hey, you are good to go. This is great. This is fantastic. And I realize some of these people lost money, but I would wager to say they got paid way more money. And of course, so that therefore they could put some of their money in and claim, see, I believe it myself. I have, 6 digits in. Yeah, you got 6 digits, but were you paid 7 digits to say all that? You got to just start to think through things, because I can speak as somebody that's getting hit up by advertisers all the time. There is some definitely sketchy stuff out there. Now, I do advertise, I do have affiliates, but these are with just kind of boring things that have been around forever. A broker, right? Broker, at least stockbrokers, that is, been around forever, highly regulated, FDIC, insured with the money in them, all that sort of stuff. So yes, I very few, but I do have affiliates and advertisements. So I'm not trying to sit here and say that I don't advertise anything. I do, but like I said, I'm kind of the boring stuff, the stuff that's been around forever, the stuff that is not cutting edge like this whole crypto stuff actually is. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, if you got burned by it, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can recover. I hope you can grind back. Ideally, you're younger in years, so you have plenty more time to grind back from it. But like I said, I got my lunch eaten in the world of penny stocks, and so it's not like you're a sucker. We've all been there. You just got to learn from it, and progress forward. But hopefully, if you learn anything from it, it's like, you know what? I'm going to start to be way more skeptical of these financial influencers that just showed up 2 years ago, and now they proclaim like they have it all figured out. They can make certain statements. Just be very, very careful out there. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.